If you mention the Spanish, German, or even Czechs of Texas, well, most will nod in agreement, as these histories are well celebrated. But mention the Polish, and you'll get a lot less head nodding and way more head scratching, as this story surprised even me. The year was 1854. Harsh conditions in Europe inspired a group of Polish migrants to flee their homeland in search of a better life. Their long journey brought them right here to establish the first Polish settlement in America, which they named Panna Maria. To celebrate their story and struggle, this small community built one of the most impressive heritage centers in America. And this is Executive Director Alice Poor.
It's beautiful. I mean, the giant paintings, illustrations. This one is of the first Polish settlers arriving.
Yeah, so it's a really neat story. The immigrants landed in Indianola. Father Leopold Muchigamba brings them here to Panna Maria. And in thanks, they had a mass to celebrate their arrival under the tree Christmas Eve.
It was this very oak tree whose mighty branches bore the hope of a brighter future. And what should happen that very Christmas night? But a new Polish baby was born on Texas soil. Texas seemed to be the promised land they had hoped for, described to them as a magical place without winter. And while that may be true, well, the brochure left off the scorching endless summer.
It was a horrible place to
Really?
live. They get here and they planted their crops, was one of the worst droughts. It is snake infested. They'd never seen a rattlesnake in their life. People were killed, almost right away. And they were ostracized by most people except the Hispanic culture. They embraced them. They showed them how to farm the land, what to grow, what animals to hunt, and how to survive.
Man, life was hard here in Texas. And not only that, when the Civil War rolled around, many of the Polish settlers here were conscripted to go and fight for the Confederacy, to which they really had no allegiance. And then after the Civil War was over, there was this period of intense prejudice. Many of the Polish settlers here were seen as foreigners and anti-South, anti-American. And so they had rivals come and try to raid the town. It got so bad that a priest came to town and actually encouraged the people to take up arms against their enemies. The priest! That's like a Tarantino movie.
With help, the settlers began to thrive and spread, establishing a multi-generational legacy of faith and culture.
Okay, Polish school lesson. Welcome in Polish. Witamy. Sort of easy to say. How about enjoy your visit? Życzamy. What letter is that? Pobutu. You don't know if I'm right or wrong because you don't speak Polish. I nailed all that.
So the history of the Polish people, they're very proud of it, and they don't want to lose that, and we want to pass it on from generation to generation.
It's the story of Texas, the big mixing pot,
Definitely.
and the Polish, one of the main ingredients.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Modern Heritage Center is great, but next door is the oldest testament to their legacy. Standing as the beating heart of Panna Maria, the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, which was so important they completed it before they even built their personal homes. And generations later, it's still an active church with stories, art, and legends from the past. This is our guide, Joyce Rivez.
Welcome to the Immaculate Conception Church.
Wow, this church is beautiful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It is actually the second church our ancestors built. The first one was struck by lightning and it burned down.
No.
This particular original piece of the church was finished in 1877.
That's still
And
very
so-
old. Everything has a story. The church bell and this statue of Jesus were brought over on that very first boat. The Pope himself sat in this chair when he visited San Antonio, and this mosaic was gifted to President LBJ to celebrate 1,000 years of Christianity in Poland.
So everything here tells this continuing story. It's not like this church got frozen in time.
No.
Did you go to this church? Do you know
Yes,
this
I
church?
did, fourth generation.
Okay.
Baptized here, married here, buried here.
Well, not yet.
Hopefully a long time in the future.
That's the plan, though.
That's the plan.
Speaking of being buried here,
You see doors opening?
Yeah, that door just popped open for no reason.
Yeah.
It's fluttering back and forth.
Well, the ghost of Panna Maria. So
I just got chills. For real?
For real.
Yes, there are even books about it, and a few stories stemming from one event.
When we were remodeling here and building St. Joseph's School, it was the original cemetery. They had to exhume all the bodies, and so the people they could not identify put bones together in a mass grave under the statue.
Including the bones of an unlucky priest. They moved most of his body, but left his skull and hands behind.
A priest that's roaming and looking for his head here. They didn't have all the pieces because, the way they buried people back then. So he's looking for it. So.
Hold your heads on tight, guys. Just keep your head. You are gonna stay in this place for the rest of time. Maybe their plan is to do the same.
Maybe so. Maybe I'll join them. That would be a good thing.
Maybe
Give the tours.
so, maybe so.
To so many generations of Polish Texans, this is home. And that's something worth sticking around for. But much like our ill-fated priest, it's time to get ahead of the schedule and headhunt down some Polish cuisine. Y'all hear something? Must just be the wind. To see the full episode or to get info about how to visit this spot, trip on over to thedaytripper.com.